When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
Start training for a new career in as little as 18 days. National EMS Institute's innovative boot camp program will train you for a new career. Learn to respond to emergency situations and become a certified EMT in just 18 days. National EMS Institute guarantees 100% job placement. Visit www.nationaleMSinstitute.com today to learn more about our 18-day boot camp. Or call us at 1-800-497-6732. NationalEMSinstitute.com.
Stuck in a boring, low-paid job? By 2017, there will be a shortage of 2 million cybersecurity jobs worldwide. If you have a technical background but don't have a computer certification, you are being drastically underpaid. In months, you could be qualified for a new job in information technology, making real money with real job security. A new career is just a few clicks away at thecodeoflearning.com.
.224 is the number to call should you wish to join me here live on the Rod Eccles Show, because I am your head ecclesiastite, Rod Eccles, Elrod. Now, as I was saying before I was not rudely interrupted by the Prophet Center break, yes, believe it or not, some of you out there are probably saying, profit center break. Yeah, I did. People actually sponsor the program. Can you believe that? Can you believe that there would be people who sponsor the Rod Eccles Show? Can you believe that there's somebody out there who would sponsor a conservative black man? Can you believe that? Can you believe that a lot of these sponsors are white people? White business owners and CEOs? Yes. Can you? Must be that white privilege thing, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I got something on that. We'll try to get to that this white privilege crapola before the end of the... So if you don't know where I stand in white privilege, you do now. I mean, that's well, I don't want to swear about it, but that's just a dumb blank thing to think. And you had, Vermont just recently had University of Vermont just recently had and I know I promised to get back to the verbal thing, but the University of Vermont, I think it was University of Vermont, a couple of weekends ago, last weekend before last, they had a 3-day retreat, if you will, a 3-day seminar for white people only, by the way. For white people to feel sorry about and sorry for and be embarrassed by this so-called white privilege. And that white males especially should be ashamed of themselves for this white privilege. Now, we're talking college kids here. They really haven't had much time in life to put forth their white privilegeness, if you will. But they willingly attended this seminar, this 3-day seminar, to be shamed into being ashamed of being white. What's it like to be white, and why is that bad, and how can you not utilize white privilege? I don't understand this self-loathing. I really don't. Now, I get the fact that there are some black people out there, or some other people, not really Asians, but, some Latinos, people, brown skin. If you say that I'm proud to be white, they'll call you a racist. I get that part. I mean, that's just being dumb because, you could say I'm proud to be black, or I'm proud to be Latino, I'm proud to be Asian, I'm proud to be this, I'm proud to be that, I'm Native American, Indian, what. But you can't say you're proud to be white because then that's racist. Well, that's just stupid. But at the same time, it's just as stupid for any white person to be ashamed or allow themselves to be made ashamed of being white. That's just dumb. Now, frankly, I'm not white, although I do have some French in my background. But basically, I'm not white, obviously. But I would never allow anybody to shame me for being who I am or who I was. If I was white, I wouldn't be ashamed of being white. That's just ridiculous. You can't control. You can get the deepest, darkest tan that you want, but you're still white. You can fool some people into thinking that you're not. Hey, that happens. There are people out there, and they without plastic surgery. And I know that did you know that one of the big things in Seattle, one of the big things in plastic surgery in Seattle, and this is for Asians being ashamed of being Asian. I could not believe this when I saw this about a year ago. One of the big trending things in Washington is because Seattle has a very large Asian population. But one of the things that the younger Asian set is doing, evidently because they're ashamed of being Asian, Because you know how Asian, their eyes, a lot of people call them slants or slits. But there really isn't that. If you look at anybody else, the round eye, quote unquote, you notice that there is an additional fold, skin fold, when the eyes are open. Well, most Asians don't have that additional skin fold that whites and others have. So what these Asian people are doing in order to look more white or to look more Eurasian, which is in right now, it's cool. It's cool to be mixed, believe it or not. It really is. If you look mixed, people can't tell it's cool. So if you're mulatto, if you're Blasian, black and Asian, if you're Latino, black and Latino, if you're Lasian, Latino and Asian, whatever the mix is, that's cool, that's in. But if you're a thoroughbred Asian, I guess that's not it. That's not in. So in Washington State, especially Seattle, one of the top plastic surgery procedures is to change the eyelid to give it that extra fold, if you will. And this next, with Asians, is to change the nose line, the bridge, because, hey, blacks have a distinct nose usually. And don't get me wrong, there are some white people that have that blacks usually have a distinct. Because I'm mixed, I guess I don't have that typical black nose. But there's the black nose, there's the Asian nose, there's a typical Asian nose. And again, there are, exceptions to all of that, obviously. But the two top procedures are to put the fold in their eyelid and to change the bridge and structure of their nose so it doesn't look as Asian. It looks more European. I think that is absolutely insanity. That's crazy. So while you have one group of people who are wanting to or wishing to be more white, and one of the things that's very, believe it or not, I knew a gentleman like 5 or 6 years ago. He was a black guy, and he wanted to, he wanted to get married. So he tried these online, wife things, find your wife, Asian wife, and Russian wife. He ended up with a Russian, believe it or not, but he tried for Asian first. He tried twice. You know what he was told by these two Asian women that he tried to bring over? They were looking for a white man. Now, the Russian woman didn't care. Actually, for whatever reason, the people of the Nordic regions, like Russians and Finnish and Swedish, they like the darker skin. They like the blacks and Latinos for whatever reason. Probably because they're so pale up there. Anybody with, a tan, except for Middle Eastern people, they're getting sick and tired of Middle Eastern people. Especially in Sweden, they want to send them all back. Literally, the people of Sweden want to send them all back. They really do. If you read some of the stuff, get some of the news stuff that's coming out of it, and I have a cousin that lives there. Oh yeah, they in Sweden, they want to. They literally, the Swedish people literally want to pack them up and send them back. But for whatever reason, they seem to like darker skinned people, probably because that's not what they're used to, because they're, everybody around them is so pale and fair skinned. And I know they may have dark hair or blonde hair, but they like the difference, I guess. But Asians, for whatever reason, they want to be white. They want to be with white people. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but to change the way you look, just so you can emulate something that you are not, that is a problem for me. I have a huge problem with that. You don't go trying to make yourself something that you're not. Now, you can be a white person and get the deepest, darkest tan that you can possibly get. You're going to pay for it in about 20 or 30 years, but you can get the, look as dark as you want. You're still white. And I know that there are people that can carry it. My mother watches HGTV. Loves HGTV. And there's one particular, well, she has a number of favorites.